Hey everybody, this is Rebel Builder, and I have something unusual here. Still keeping in line with my MOC TIE fighters lately. This is called the Black Ops TIE Fighter. Now this was designed by one of the Star Wars concept artists named Ryan Church. Now the inspiration for this MOC actually came from this book, The Art of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Now these art books are a great source of inspiration for different ships, different MOCs. There's all sorts of different concept art in here. Lots of spaceships and planets and creatures that never made it into The Force Awakens here. But I'm looking for the page here. Here we go. And as they were coming up with TIE fighters for The Force Awakens, Ryan Church designed this little mock-up of a TIE fighter here. Very unusual shape. The lack of symmetry really appealed to me, so as soon as I saw this picture, I knew I wanted to build it out of Lego. And here's a little close-up of the ship. You can see kind of the three wings on the side, cannon on this side. Looking at the picture, I could have built this out of light bluish gray or dark bluish gray. I could have gone either way, but the idea of doing dark bluish gray and red together, I thought that was a really cool idea. I don't build in red a lot. And I also wonder if the red here isn't where some of the First Order Special Forces TIE fighters started, how they did some red on the side of that. As we take a closer look at the cockpit here, you can see this is, a familiar design. I started with my, standard TIE fighter cockpit. And for the most part, this side is the same design, just in red. I've got the red blasters here, the TIE fighter cockpit piece here. But this side here, you can tell, is a little bit longer, and I had to go back and forth on that as I was coming up with a design for this wing here. Had to make it a little deeper to get this to fit. Now it's interesting that the picture, the concept art, kind of shows the wing sticking in front of the cockpit a little bit. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to pull it back so that I could actually open that guy. Now I use the same kind of connection here, with the clips clipping into the bars on that side, the same design that they used on the First Order TIE Fighter, and I've carried through on my MOCs. But then this wing here just is held on to the side of this wing with just some simple brackets. And connected to that wing, you can see on this side, I have a little cannon sticking out there. Now for the outside, I had to get a little creative because you couldn't see it from the view of the concept art. So some of this was inspiration from other ties, some of this was function. How I have these 3x12 black plates in here, I kind of ran this pattern down, and that's kind of a function to hold these pieces in. But I think it looks cool. I kind of have some grills and some tiles here. And then, kind of the standard TIE fighter section here, and ran some tiles out in different directions here, kind of like on the TIE Striker, to kind of break up the black, but I think that looks pretty cool. And again, taking some inspiration from the TIE Striker, I kind of changed up the back here a little bit. I have this cone piece here, and just kind of a inverted round black plate there to add some detail to the back. Here are the cannons on the side. Now these kind of things are fun because you just kind of really get creative trying to use different parts that they're not really designed for. So lots of technique, really makes for some cool blasters. I kind of have 3 of them. I don't really have a good explanation for it. Got some round tiles in the back, and through the, that printed round tile with the TIE Fighter pattern there on the side. Now I pulled some pieces off of the front here to give you a little bit better look at the cockpit here. Nothing too creative. I got these Star Wars printed tiles on the side. My First Order TIE Fighter pilot sitting in there. I don't get too carried away with cockpits, because normally I set these on the shelf and I'm more concerned with the overall look and aesthetic of the ship. It's more of a model to me. And one thing I'll add here on the bottom is I have these half-cylinder pieces here, and this thing is very lopsided, so it was kind of a challenge to find the right points where the thing would actually balance and sit up like it's actually flying. So there it is, the First Order Black Ops TIE Fighter. It's kind of too bad this never made it into The Force Awakens. I would have like to have seen some new and obscure designs for TIE fighters, you know, but hey, they went back with what we all know and love. But this was a lot of fun to kind of build in red. You know, that's always a challenge for me because I don't have a lot of red parts. Had to order some stuff from Bricklink, and it looks unusual. I like the color combination of the dark bluish gray and the red, and all in all, I think this thing turned out pretty cool. So leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I'm always curious to read what you guys have to say. Thumbs up this video. I sure appreciate it when you can do that. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I got some cool MOCs coming, and you don't want to miss out on those. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back soon.